Hello, it's Gacha Addict here with another post-recording video. Per usual, I record all the audio for my videos after I already do it, so today we're going to be summoning for the Brave Heroes. So I initially sparked Brave Gullveig. She was the one whose art I like the most, even though she's not my favorite character. Brave Corrin I haven't actually used yet. I summoned him earlier. He's still level 1. At some point you're going to see that I click on his B skill right here, because I wasn't really too familiar with what it does. Guys, I don't summon for every single big unit. We have Brave Robin and Brave Corrin, who in actuality is probably from one of my favorite games. So I'm currently summoning for her now. And here I'm taking the opportunity to show you my Fates team, because like I said, Fates is one of my favorite games in the franchise. So we have my favorite unit in the game, Resplendent Ophelia. I've taken a lot of time to invest into her. Obviously I had to get this alt version as well. We have Anniversary Leo and the Harmonized Azura. And now that we got that out of the way, guys, it's time to summon. So I was thinking, the way I like to play Fae, just casually or PvP lately, is I do it through theme teams. So, meaning, I'll probably run a theme team with Awakening or OCs with Heroes or Fates, as I usually do in Arena. So I'll most likely spark Corrin if I don't get her here, and then put her in my Fates team. Meaning I'll probably replace Anniversary Leo, but we'll see how I end up liking her after I train her up. Okay, so this one is going to be my 40th summon. Really trying to go for Brave Robin here before I inevitably spark Brave Corrin, but it looks like it's not meant to be, as I got Ray, so after this one winds up, it's free sparking time. And I really thought about this for the span of like 2 seconds, and then decided, you know what, I'm definitely going with Brave Corrin. And here she is. In my opinion, I do think she has a really good art, but there's just something missing art-wise that the other Corrins, like the first couple, had. But she's still really cool. I'm definitely going to be using her. I'm excited to level her up, test out some of her skills. And lastly, I did not forget about Brave Robin. He is the last Brave hero that I need, so I'll show off his exclusive B skill here. Okay, now we're going to jump into some Aether raids. So for Fae Talk, I kind of want to do Aether raids, road to maximum tier. I don't even know what it is anymore. I'll have to do some research into that, as well as the road to tier 20 and beyond. So at the time of recording, it was Light and Dark season, and I didn't have Brave Corrin leveled up yet. She had no investment, no blessings, sacred seals, anything. Brave Gullveig did. So let's talk a little bit about Brave Gullveig. Now, I've always had a soft spot for OCs in this game, and anytime there's an OC, I would try to summon for them. That doesn't necessarily mean that I get all the ones I try to summon for, but when there's a chance to get a free one, like a Brave one, hell yeah, I'm going to pick that one. So, Brave Gullveig's weapon, the Cycle's Turn. I'm a big fan of this weapon for a few reasons. It's a little complicated when you look at it, but you really have to break it down. So, any weapon that enables any type of canto is a big benefit for me, because in my eyes, that enables you to run a separate B skill, which in the case for Brave Gullveig, it's pretty damn good. Anytime you can have canto in your weapon, slaying, damage reduction, it frees up another slot for a different kind of skill. Not only does Brave Gullveig's weapon have canto, but it has slaying. And she has a few conditional effects, like if she's initiating, she gets +5 to all stats, as well as an overall attack speed bonus the longer in battle you've been using her for, and a 20% buff to her attack based off of her speed. And you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure she has a null follow-up built into her weapon too. which is pretty damn good. Moving on to the Seer's A skill, she comes with a brand new iteration of Swift Sparrow, which goes by the name Flared Sparrow. So this A skill's a little bit different than its predecessors. You still have to initiate combat to activate the effects, but instead of boosting just attack and speed, you deal 7 true damage to the foe. That's insane. So not only do you deal 7 true damage, you also get the attack speed plus 7 buff, and the kicker, you apply the new Dragon Vein Flame effect, which is, in my eyes, when I first heard this, I thought it was insane and like the craziest thing to this game. But it's very positional based, and you really have to work around it, because you can kind of put yourself in a flawed situation. Like if it's diagonal, you have to work it horizontally. It takes a little bit of getting used to, and it's a little skill based, but it's a really fun and interesting A skill. And I think adding Divine Veins, Dragon Veins, or just any of these interesting AoE skills will be great for the state of the game moving forward. So not only that, but it gives you a lot of excitement to see what kind of new skills will Intelligence System add with these AoE effect skills. Are they just going to give all of these units in a set amount the capability to heal? Are they going to have a giant miracle AoE similar to Fallen Moria? I mean, the possibilities are endless here. Moving on, we have Brave Gullveig's B skill, Gold Unwinding. Now, Gold Unwinding is a really interesting one. It starts out with a debuff effect, -5 speed and res, which in the case of Brave Gullveig is great. So not only is it -5 res, but the -5 speed is effectively making you slower, so she's quicker than you, dealing more damage. It's a crazy thought. If Brave Gullveig is above 50 HP on the enemy's first combat, instantly just reduces 60%, which is crazy because now Brave Gullveig, a flying mage, can tank Guinevere, she could tank bows, Hinoka, she could tank most archers with the exception of Deadeye ones, which is a popular skill. But not only that, but if there's a type disadvantage melee unit, such as Baby Hector, there's a pretty strong chance she's going to take him out. The only slight I have on this B skill, and it's really minuscule, is the fact that it inflicts gravity on herself. There's ways to play around this, such as how I mentioned earlier. If you happen to ally support Brave Gullveig with Alir, you can have the support buff from charge, and on her second turn, when she has gravity inflicted on herself, you can get her out of there. And another one of my favorite parts of her kit, which if she didn't have, I'd probably just give to her anyways because it's a premier C skill, Attack Speed Oath 4. There's not really much to say about the Oath 4 skills, with the exception of unit within 2 spaces of ally can move to any space adjacent of them, meaning she has the acrobatic effect with effectively +9 attack speed. And then to top it off, you can really give Gullveig any sacred seal that you want. There's a lot of really good options for Gullveig. I've just been running attack res catch, sometimes attack speed catch, just for the raw stats because I really like seeing the numbers. But if you don't want a stat ball, you could always give her guidance because she is a flyer, so that can help move units around, which is also good for her in positioning. If you really want to see some crazy AoE damage, you can also give her Savage Blow 3, which I think is just kind of funny. All in all though, I really think that Brave Gullveig is a really exceptional unit, and like I mentioned earlier, I wasn't as excited for this batch of Brave Heroes, and it's kind of hard to place exactly why, but I think for me, I'm a real stickler for a really good quality art, and some of these units just didn't really blow me away art-wise, which led me to pick Brave Gullveig over Corrin initially, because I just think there's something in Corrin's art that I just didn't like. Same thing with Brave Robin. I don't really like the outfit on him, and Brave Soren's face just seems to be missing something, but overall, a great batch of units. I mean, I can't really complain. And if you guys like this format, let me know, as I can continue this as Fate Talk episode 2, and I'm looking forward to now making a video about Brave Corrin since we sparked her. I could also make a video about Brave Soren, and when I eventually get Brave Robin, you can bet I'll make one for that too.